One of the great things about Sibelius is the flexibility of input options. There are several different ways to enter notes onto a staff, and they are all logically set up and fast to execute. The most basic way you can enter a note into Sibelius is using a mouse, so let's take a few minutes to learn that technique. Even though this is the slowest way to enter notes, you can still easily create a whole score with nothing but mouse clicks. I certainly have, during times when I was away from my studio with nothing but my laptop and a deadline to meet. To find out how, let's go back to the Note Input tab and click the second button on the left, marked Input Notes. Notice how that activates the quarter note button on the keypad panel? In fact, it's easier just to have the keypad panel open at all times and input notes using those extensive controls. So let's do that. The first note of our project, Alouette, is actually not just a quarter note, but a dotted quarter note. Simple to do with the keypad, just click on the quarter note button, then the dot. Then enter an F on the staff. What you get is a blue highlighted note with a blue caret line to the right. This is what I like to call input mode. Every pitch you enter now will be part of one string of ongoing input, whether by MIDI, or computer keyboard, or mouse, or by any other means. The next note is an eighth note on G, followed by 2 quarter notes on A. Okay, but what if you make a mistake, like clicking on the wrong line or space? Very simple. You could get rid of the mistake with the keystroke Command-Z on Mac, or Control-Z on Windows. Or use the up-down arrow keys on your keyboard to move the note into the right place. Those arrow keys can also move you through a line of notes, so you can adjust the position of other notes as well. Notice, though, that if you are imitating this on your own computer, that the blue caret line to the right has disappeared. That means you're now in what I call edit mode. We'll have more to say about this later. For now, hit Escape so that we can get back to input mode. Let's mouse click one more bar of Alouette, starting with the eighth note button this time, and then ending with 2 more quarter notes. Oops! There, I made another mistake. Something to note about input mode: when you're in it, you can't fix a mistake by just clicking the correct pitch over your mistake. Sibelius will think that you're trying to add notes to the same beat, and you'll just end up with more to fix. But remember this detail when you want to input chords using the mouse, because that's the way it works. One last thing about input mode: when you're inputting and you hit Escape once, then the note is still selected in edit mode. You need to hit Escape twice to completely deselect the notes in your score. Now you're ready to find out how your computer keyboard can be just as useful as a mouse to input notes.